Get my six. What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you a disappearance trick. Watch very closely. Now you see me. Now you don't. And now you see me. If only the story I had to tell you today was as simple as that. Now, as you know, I just edited the film. You probably saw the cuts. Stepped off scene, came back out. Well, the story I'm going to talk to you about today is a true story that, as of this recording, happened about 6 days ago. It's about a young lady in my state here in Virginia who stepped out of view of the camera, but who didn't come back. It's been very cold these last few days, especially. It's been below freezing for 2 days straight. This is a terrible time for somebody to be going missing. I'm talking about a 28-year-old black lady today named Ariel Smith. She's a Virginia woman who disappeared after taking the garbage out at a Heathsville convenience store where she works. I'm reading you information verbatim from just one of many articles I've read about this case here just in the last couple of days. This particular article is from the media outlet Heavy, okay? I want to give them credit. This is information from their site. Smith, Ariel Smith, I want to show you how she spells her name. It could be pronounced differently than I'm pronouncing it. It looks to me like Ariel Smith. She's 28. She was working at the Claraville Little Sioux food store when she took a trash bag outside and vanished with her car running, sheriff officials said. Now, one of the reasons I decided to give this alert here today on this channel, which is something I usually don't do, is because of the fact that I often have people comment from all over the great state of Virginia telling me they watch me from here and they watch me from there. Heathsville, as far as its location is it's over on the Chesapeake Bay. If you can imagine, Virginia Beach is down here and DC's way up here. It's like right in the middle, but on the bay, on the landlocked side, the land side. Okay, you've got the ocean, you've got a peninsula that comes out, then you got the Chesapeake Bay. Heathsville is back on the actual land side of the bay that then goes, of course, into the main land state of Virginia, to give you an idea of geography. So if anybody's watching from that area. But, you know, she could be anywhere. We remember a high-profile case from this past summer that pretty much covered the country, coast to coast. And then when they found the alleged killer, it was on the other side of the country. And I hate to even say that word with this. There's a family out there missing this person. And I don't want to, put any worst case scenario fears or ideas in anybody's head. I just want to make sure everybody's aware of this. She's 28. This was really odd. She went outside to start her car so it could warm up before she went missing. She was working. Let's see. I want to be specific with the times. Yep. Let me just continue reading this to you. Okay. Lydia Smith, who is her sister, said in a news conference recently, if anybody knows anything, big, small, whatever, let us know. Call the police, tip hotline. It's getting cold. My sister's been gone for almost 2 days from this article, but it's been 6 now. Somebody knows something, please help. Okay, so authorities viewed the surveillance camera footage at her store on the night of January 12, again, 6 days ago from this recording. They learned from the footage that she had gone outside to start her car at 9:05 p.m. Okay, she was preparing to lock up for the evening, close the store, go home, go somewhere, go anywhere but work. At 9:18, okay, 13 minutes later, she went outside. It says here, exited the vehicle, went back into the store. Well, she obviously got into a vehicle. That's very poor editing. I'm sorry, Heavy, to give you a hard time here, but I'm going to just tell you the story from a different article that obviously uses a better editor than Heavy. She had gone outside and actually gotten into somebody else's car. There was another person outside sitting in a car. She went out, talked to that person, got out of that car, went back into the store. And then I believe that car left. She came back out of the store. Okay, her car was still running. She came out of the store. She got a bag of trash off of the stoop, and this was seen on camera. She goes off camera to take this trash to the dumpster or something around the side, and then she just never entered the frame again. She never came back on the camera. And her car was found the next morning by the person coming in to work morning shift. On Thursday, January 13th at 4:46 a.m., the sheriff's office received a call that began the search for this lady, Ariel Lachey Smith, who had gone missing from the convenience store. So her car was found still running the next morning by the person that came in to open the shop. So she was never seen in that camera. The camera angle saw the car. She never stepped back into the view of the footage once she stepped off to take that trash bag around the corner there to the bin. There was about a 100-yard stretch of track that went from the store around the corner to another side road, like to another road about 100 yards away. When the police did come in, they brought the K9 units and they picked up her scent and they followed it to that road about 100 yards away on the opposite side of the store. And then the track just disappeared. So this is where things get really weird, as if they're not weird enough anyway, because from here, and again, I'm not going to try to conjure any sort of, this is what happened, this is how it happened. I mean, it could have happened any number of ways. She could have met up with someone she knew and willingly taken off and disappeared. She may have run into someone that she either knew or didn't know who abducted her and forcefully took her that distance and then disappeared. Until the facts are known, nobody can claim to know the facts. That's just fact. That sounds like one of the biggest oxymorons ever, but whatever. Facts. So, and again, here's more information. I mentioned that she had gotten in the other car before she disappeared and talked with somebody. The driver of that car has been interviewed, and they're not a suspect at this time. Now, I do want to point out there was an arrest made. Tyrone N. Samuel, 50 years old, from Heathsville, has been arrested, but still there's nobody. Thought I heard a voice. It's crazy. This video is supposed to be about this young lady, not weird stuff that takes place in these woods. Despite the fact that there has been an arrest made, and it says this man has been charged, but they still have no idea where Ariel Smith is. 28-year-old Ariel Smith. The police are asking that if you do have any information, and you can always go back in the video where I put the picture of her and the missing information and the number on there. But police do ask you call. Listen, they ask, however, please realize the posting of information not vetted by law enforcement and showing up at individuals' homes. Man, who edits this stuff? I'm sorry, Heavy. Okay. Posting information on social media that hasn't been vetted by law enforcement can be more of a hindrance than a help. So guys and girls, please try to be accurate with your information. And they're saying don't just show up at people's homes. I guess they're saying let law enforcement handle this. You might accidentally or inadvertently tip off a person of interest before law enforcement can conduct their interviews. So if you make too much haste, you might let somebody who maybe knows something know that law enforcement is onto them and they might escape. This sounds like a strange case. This is different than what I usually do out here. I've had people come across the channel and be like, wow, you got so many subscribers and you got such a reach. You should do something to help people. Well, I would like to think that occasionally I do. But this is certainly an instance in which that is my effort. I'm not going to make this longer than it needs to be because the focus here is on this young lady. I'm going to end again with her pictures, just like I showed earlier in the video here. You get to see her in 3 different outfits, 3 different hairstyles. You get a good look at her. She's still out there, and it's cold, and her family misses her. So, folks, if you know anything or if you see this lady, please contact the authorities. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you for more next time.